Hello, everyone. So we are back with Act Two notes. This is Act Two, Scene Four. And if you happen to miss Scene Three, you really need to go back and read that because our beloved King Duncan has been murdered. Okay, and you need to know some details about that scene, definitely. But in this scene, Act Two, Scene Four, this is where we're going to be getting a glimpse of what some of the other characters are thinking. What happened? We know for real what happened, but let's see what details other characters are picking up on. Okay, so we begin with Ross, the Thane of Ross, remember? He is outside the castle walking with an old man, and they are discussing some weird things that are happening. So they're discussing strange and ominous happenings of the past few days. So, for one, it's daytime, but it is dark outside. And then last Tuesday, here we go. Last Tuesday, an owl killed a falcon, which is very unusual. And then Duncan's beautiful, well trained horses started behaving wildly and ate one another. Okay, we have some cannibal horses. That's craziness. So, just to give you guys a little bit of a background on these things that aren't too, they're not too rare in these kind of plays, in these tragedies. So these unnatural occurrences cast a menacing shadow over Macbeth's ascension to the throne. And you'll find that in some of Shakespeare's other tragedies, like Julius Caesar, King Lear, Hamlet in particular. So these terrible supernatural occurrences often indicate that our main character or someone who is one of the main characters is exhibiting wicked behavior. And it kind of indicates or kind of foreshadows things that are going to happen later on. So, tragic consequences for the state of the other characters, the state of like the actual place, like the governing body. So, let's get into it. Okay. So, okay, out of the whole Shakespeare thing, back into the story. So, Macduff emerges from the castle and tells Ross that Macbeth has been made the king by the other lords and that he is now going to be riding to Scone, this place, to be crowned. Okay. Macduff also adds that the chamberlains, these are the guys who are supposed to be standing outside of King Duncan's chambers, his bedroom, like protecting him while he's sleeping, while he's in his most vulnerable state. And so Macduff is saying that these chamberlains now seem like the most likely murderers and that they may have been paid off by someone to kill King Duncan instead of doing their duty protecting him. Okay. So like who could get past these chamberlains to go in there and kill? Well, why are we ruling it out that they couldn't have done it themselves? Okay. So suspicion is fallen on um, other people too. So we have the two princes, King Duncan's sons, Malcolm and Donalbain, because they have fled the scene. Okay, people are seeing that and they're like, ooh, it's a little sketch. Why did they just peace out all of a sudden? But few people are like really thinking about the real reason they fled. And few of those people, including Ross, believe the real reason is because they are fearful that their lives are in danger as well. They're like, oh, great, someone's trying to take out my dad. Guess who's up next to the throne? It's Malcolm or Donalbain, me or my brother. So we need to peace out of here too. Um, so Macduff returns to his home in Fife, and Ross departs for Scone to see the new king's coronation, to see Macbeth become one with the crown. Okay, so that is Act Two, Scene Four. All right, let's get ready to read some more cool stuff.